wisdom, you need to hate evil, hate pride, hate arrogance, hate evil behavior, and hate perverse speech. This is something I try and get across to the kids at Osterland, but in a different way. A lot of them are very verbal and use inappropriate language to express themselves. You try and get them to understand there's a better way to express yourself. When you use those type of words, you sound ignorant. You really do. That's what this is talking about. If you are wise, you know better ways to express yourself. That's why this passage hit me so much. If you possess wisdom, the wisdom from God, you can express yourself in ways that surpass using crude language, that use perverse speech. You shouldn't need to rely on perverted speech to get your point across. You shouldn't need to rely on obscenity to get your point across. It's a symbol of ignorance. The last one I want to pull out of the Old Testament, last perspective, is that of lying, speaking that which is untruthful. Of course, one of the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not lie, although bear false witnesses, but it means the same thing, depending on what translation you go with. But what I really like is this proverb, Proverb 12:22. Make sure I find the right one. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in men who are truthful. The Lord detests lying lips. Do you understand that? He detests lying lips. I know we kind of, in a lot of Christian circles now, they're kind of debate this gray area. What about white lies? You know, lies that try to save the feelings of somebody. Or a lot of times, I know this was brought up once with me and my wife in a small group setting that we went to. What about, like, Nazi Germany, when people were lying to hide Jews and get them out? Wouldn't that be okay? I want to say yes, but you know what? There's examples of people who saved Jews without ever telling a lie. It's possible. It's possible to spare people's feelings without ever telling a lie. The Lord detests lying. Lying hides the truth. That's living in darkness. When the truth is hidden, it's dark. We are children of the light. We do not live in darkness. We should not be hiding the truth. We should not be creating more darkness. We should be letting our light shine. So then I continued on and went into the New Testament to get an understanding of the New Testament perspective on the way a Christian should talk. And again, there are just tons and tons of things, and I'm not going to go over everyone, but again, I pulled out a couple key perspectives that I wanted to share with you. And first and foremost, the words we use, our words reveal what's in our heart. At least twice in the book of Matthew, Jesus talks about this. We turn to Matthew 12. In Matthew 12, this is right after Jesus heals a demon-possessed man, and the Pharisees tell him, well, you cast that out by Beelzebub, Satan. You're using the devil's power to get rid of them. And of course, Satan rebukes him, and we get the classic line that most Christians know, that no kingdom divided against itself can stand. And Jesus goes on and talks about this and explains on it. At the end of this little speech about what's going on, in verse 33, Jesus says, make a tree good, and its fruits will be good. Or make a tree bad, and its fruit will be bad. For a tree is recognized by its fruit. You brood of vipers, how can you who are evil say anything good? For out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. Out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. The good man brings good things out of the good stored up in him. And the evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in him. But I tell you that men will have to give account on the day of judgment for every careless word they have spoken. For by your words you will be acquitted, and by your words you will be condemned. Can you imagine that? Think about your day. Just today. Just try and remember everything you said today. On the day of judgment, those words are going to be reviewed. Are your words going to acquit you? Are they going to condemn you? A couple chapters over, in chapter 15, Jesus is talking about what makes you clean and unclean, and he tells a parable to his disciples to try and explain this, and they're just not getting it. So Peter says, explain the parable to us. And Jesus says, are you still so dull? Can you imagine that? Dude, you've been with me how long? You still not getting it? Are you still so dull? Jesus asked them, don't you see that whatever